Good morning, traders. It's Tuesday, March 31st at 4:21 a.m. All right, the market has been melting. I wonder if we've found a little bit of support today. We'll see. We'll have a look. I've got two stocks for you today trading pre-market that make some money on. We've got RKLB and we've got the SPY. So I've been including the indices, at least one of them anyway, due to the market melt. And it's easier to trade those when the broad market is down. It's pretty quick to make some money there. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at RKLB. These are the largest trades in the last week, right? That's when we get to the month, we know we're below so many, but in the last week here, just yesterday, there's 350,000 here on RKLB sitting right on my 200 simple. 200 exponential, 200 simple on the daily chart. And so we've got this increasing volume here, and it seems that it's pushing up a little bit. If this actually holds, maybe we'll get up to about the 60.95 area and then maybe up to the 64 level. But it seems like we might be bottoming out here just in the short term. We do have this huge, we call this an ice, right, that we've broken down here, so we could come back, retest the ice, and then roll over. You can see that there was this massive breakdown here and this selling here at this recent high, and then they just continued 50,000 there and then back down to here. So let's go ahead and map that out. We're going to be bullish above 59.50. Let's get above this 200 simple, 200 exponential on the intraday. We could just hit this and then pull back, right? We're below it, so this can be resistance as well. Target 60.41, 60.64. Up here's double pivot and cam. 61, 62, 63.01 is a cam. 63.89 is R2. And then we've got 65 and 66.07. I've got that up here. 66.07 is actually a 200K print. Maybe I've got to switch this back to the month here that we were looking at. But anyway, 66.07, 209K, and then we're getting up into this mess here. You can see all of this. You see how we went sideways for so long here on the daily. This looks like it was all a distribution pattern and then broke down. So like I said, maybe we'll come up and retest on the higher time frame and move down, or we'll just come up and then plop again. And so maybe we'll get a couple sideways days, but the whole point of these videos is that you don't have a bias and you can trade it either way. We've got a trading plan moving forward. Let's go ahead and look at SPY. And if we go and look at SPY, I'm going to put this on the last week, but before we do that, look at this massive distribution here. If I even switch to the late prints, we can see this here. Now, on the 30th, yesterday, we've got 3.4 million here. So we've got this increasing volume here. We've seen this waxing volume here at the bottom, and we've got 3.4 million here. And so it looks like potentially this could move up a little bit with a target here of about 645. I've got a 250 simple moving average right here at about 642. Now the ATR on the SPY is about 1060, so it keeps going up a little bit. And so let's see if this consolidates for a bit. Maybe we'll have a few sideways days as this tends to bottom and maybe try and retrace a little bit. It's been quite the downward trend. So if we go back to our market hours, and I'm going to go to the last week on here, so you can see this millions of shares here. And like I mentioned, 1.2 million, 3 million, 700K. Look at all of this from yesterday. 3, 4, 5.2, about 6 million shares all in there. And so same thing, we're starting to get a group of prints at the bottom, and let's see if this can move up a little bit. And then breaking down from here, my target would be down here, this about 618.41, so about 618. That's a 400 moving average for the longer term. Okay, let's go ahead and map this out. We're going to be bullish above 639. Let's get above here. So this was the 4 a.m. candle, but we had gapped up above these prints, right? This is important. because when we gap up with these prints, if we test them and then break back above, then these are support. So what we would want to see here, if we came down to this one, this 1.2 million, and hammered and started moving up, especially crossing a pivot in a cam as additional support, that's phenomenal. So if we came at, for example, if we pulled back here to this 3 million and it held, you get a wick, then you've got these trades starting to move back up with the institutional support. So 639, target 640. And then I've got 642.50. Mind this one here, the 600K at 640.40. You might want to take a little bit of profit there. But 642.50, 643.11, 644.96. Then we've got 645.22 is a 3.9 million. So we've got resistance here with this on top. So remember, this is bearish at the moment, so make sure you're taking profit into the rallies just like everybody else. 647.05 is 857K, 648.05 is 1 million. Then we've got 650, 652.50, 655 and 656.03, and I broke this out into the $2.50 ranges because with all of this below, we've got a nice move to the upside 656, which would get us, that's up here, that would get us back up to these prints here, and that's that's almost a 20-point move on that. That's double the ATR, but just that there's the space there and you have the trading plan. We're going to be bearish below 637.50. We're getting close to that now. So we'll just, if you're watching this video, just start with the next level on the downside. So target 636.30, which is this print. And let's see, I mentioned if that holds, if this becomes resistance, then that's fine on the downside. 635.02, 634.44 is this 3 million share print. And then 634, 633.87. Now this is massive support here. We've got a pivot, a cam, a print, 200 simple, 200 exponential, and another cam. This is a nice cushy support area here, so just be very careful that all of these things together are quite strong because the algos, they buy and sell at these levels. So if this is support, you might see sometimes where it seems like it's just touching thin air. If you don't have these pivots and cams on your chart, sometimes you'll just see it's like, oh, why are we struggling here? That's the exact same reason. Why are we struggling here? It's because we're at an R1 resistance. So after this, we've got 632.99. Then we've got some prints here, 632.51, 632.46. Then right here, the 630.95, the 631 area. Now this isn't getting back into the post market. And then, so just be careful here, 629.94, 628.92, 627.38. I stopped here at S2, but that's still a 13-point move from here to here. Doesn't look like much, but that's what's there. All right, there you have it. Those are your two trade setups for today. So please like, share, subscribe. We've got our weekly dark pool newsletter that goes out on Sundays. So MobyTickTrading.com/weekly-report if you want to sign up for that. We talk dark pools, swing trading, and give you 13 setups for the following week, all for free. So happy trading, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. MobyTick has partnered with TrendSpider to bring real-time institutional trades to your charts. Click the link in the description below for more details.